This is the beginning of the introduction to the Lamb's Testimony by Tanner Gregory, which is available to read for free at thelambstestimony.com. Christ's commands on marriage, to never divorce or never marry a divorced woman, etc., were a bargain with our subconscious, made by highly advanced aliens. These terms were offered so that we would more readily adhere to an ideal form of self-governance in exchange for the opportunity to fulfill our primitive urge to exert sexual dominion over a chosen partner. Jesus Christ said that he did not come to bring peace, but to bring a sword that would divide families. They will be divided, father against son and son against father, mother against daughter and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. Luke 12:53. This is because marriage is an extreme form of sexual repression, and repression breeds jealousy. The Bible says that when Jesus returns that there will be no more marriage. Mark 12:25. Christ's crucifixion over 2,000 years ago served to subdue our willingness to proceed with commands given by Moses to stone people to death. Those violent commands were also subconscious bargains. People were more likely to adhere to a structured form of governance if their violent instincts were honored. Watching God's only Son endure crucifixion psychologically disabled our ability continue with those primitive, violence-justifying subconscious bargains. Likewise, my crucifixion, or the modern version of this transitional mechanism, is designed to break your willingness to proceed with marriage. The aliens waged psychological warfare on me to make me obsessed with a woman and told me she was my wife, and then made me see her having sex with all of these people for days on end. Some of it graphic and disturbing in nature. It was pure hell. Then they had me go around yelling at people for what they made me see them do. When two rams butt their heads together, it's a raw contest of dominance. That's essentially what you're trying to do when you try to lock down your partner through marriage. It's not civility, it's the primal instinct to dominate, dressed in the ritual of commitment. That's essentially what the book of Revelation is initially giving reference to by making mention of a beast. It's a beast of the outdoors, ritual masking instinct. On December the 5th, and again on the 14th of 2020, I was made to see two separate women, each pregnant with my son from having sex with other men. Bear in mind, these aliens travel around in orbs of light, raise the dead, turn water into wine, etc. I've had experiences demonstrating the equivalent of these miracles, so I believed it. The date falling directly between these dates is December the 10th, because it includes the 14th, but ends at the point in time in which the 14th meets the 15th. 9 months from December 10th, 2020 is September 10th, 2021. However, the way the math works out is such that she must have realized she was pregnant after exactly 1 month, once she missed her period, and then notified me, which means that she was made pregnant on November 10th, 2020. 9 months from November 10th, 20 is August 10th, 2021. When you add up the number of days between August 10th, 2021 and January 20th, 2025, Inauguration Day, it's 1,260 days. That's why the Bible says that God protected the woman and the baby from the dragon for 1,260 days. Revelation 12:6. When Revelation says that the dragon was waiting to kill the child when he was born, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter. Revelation 12:4. What it is saying is that it would be a form of necessary evil to kill my son before he could inherit all of the power I will receive to rule over this world. They don't want a hereditary monarchy. The dragon represents necessary evil. You'll have to read the book to understand why the dragon equates to necessary evil. Technically, there are 365.242199 days in a year, so it wasn't exactly 1,260 days between August the 10th of 2021 and Inauguration Day. 365.242199 multiplied by 3 equals 1,095.7266. There are 164 days between October 8th, 2024 and January 20th, 2025, Inauguration Day. 1,095.7266 plus 164 equals 1,259.7266. 164 is 44.931506.8% of 365. 44.9315068% of 365.242199 is 164.108823. 1095.7266 plus 164.10883 equals 1259.83542. There is 16.458% of a day remaining between 1259.8354 and 1260 days. 16.458% of 24 hours is 3.94992 hours. That's 3 hours 56.9988 minutes. That's 3 hours 56 minutes and 59.928 seconds. From my math, it seems they designed it to break down to a nearly exact number of hours, minutes, and seconds remaining, while achieving a level of accuracy that allows it to stay within 17% of the final day.